Whole day, big snowstorm coming. I think I just saw a flake. So part of the project, in addition to welding panels, is Brian's going to be leveling all of the posts. You see how we got some at different heights? Now they'll all be uniform. So Bryan has broken out the laser level to uniformly mark where he's going to be cutting.
Yep.
I didn't realize you were cutting all of the posts. I just thought you were cutting down the tall ones.
Now, I want to trim them all so I get some fresh wood, or as fresh as possible. Then we could put some waterproofer on it, stain and stuff.
Okay.
So.
Well, it's also where we put our bird seed. So there's a lot of bird seed lodged on these logs. Big bag of bird seed right there.
Yep, they're always pecking at it.
We got some snow coming. Not sure if it's going to be 5 inches or more than that. So you never know up here, but trying to get a couple things done and then some winter warm inside projects. We're going to do a little bit of a transformation on the Amy's workshop. I like to talk about Sam's workshop. Well, Amy's got a workshop and needs help.
It needs big time help. It's so cluttered.
Yeah.
She's got like this much workspace.
We've got things to do. We're going to do some fun stuff inside, but getting a little bit of work done outside. You got to get the tractor ready.
No rest for the weary.
So Brian's been making progress welding.
Part of the process will be taking each individual panel, putting it on blocks so that it's 4 inches above the deck, and then holding it in place, but then custom fitting the attachment points. So there'll be a separate piece bracket that will get welded on later, but I have to have the panel in place and then slide it up to the post. Probably need to flatten a little area on the post as well. Mm-hmm. And then once I have it in place, then I can clamp it, take it downstairs, weld it.
Oh.
So
several more steps to go with the panels, and then you got to get the wood for the railing as well.
Yes.
Okay. Well, hurry! I got to wrap it up so we can go back inside. It's getting cold. That wind is kicking in, and
so the temperature's dropped a lot.
Storm's rolling in. I could feel it. Yeah. It's supposed to start after 7 o'clock.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of room though.
Things just exploded, so yeah, I ran out of room, you could say.
Yeah, you did run out of room.
I mean, I'm making this cool little mushroom guy with a little caterpillar on top. It's going to be
awesome.
really cute. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Really cute. But I ran out of surface area. Like I put up this pegboard, and I thought it was going to save me. Well, I just basically took all the tools out of the drawers and put them up here, but it didn't give me any more counter space.
It didn't give you more counter space.
So I'm making a mess.
Oh my God.
I got all my blocks I cut. Got all my foliage collected.
Yeah.
And now I need to make stuff for the holiday shows. I need a solution.
You need a solution.
I need workshop rescue.
Workshop rescue. That's right.
Yeah. So Brian's got a solution. Let's go see.
Couple nice cabinets.
Cool.
Cooking in the workshop.
Yeah.
So
some base cabinets and then some butcher block.
Yeah. Birch butcher block.
Cool.
Home Depot specials.
This will be nice.
Nice big drawers.
Right.
Super nice.
Super nice. So I guess I need to clean up my mess.
Yeah, clean up your mess. Yeah.
That corner hasn't been empty in years. Nice. So these are little spacers to make up the difference between the height of this work bench and the...
Right, exactly.
There, a little bit of ledge so we can rest the countertop on it. Yes. All right, there it is in its final form. So plenty of counter space, plenty of cabinet space, drawers, and more organization. Got rid of a lot of the stuff under there. Kiln's tucked away, garbage in the corner, cubby down here. So definitely better situation. Now, how long is it going to stay clean before it gets dirty again? I see you got the snowblower hooked up.
I did. That was my project for today.
Yeah, big storm coming. So
it's freezing cold out here. Check the transmission fluid or the hydraulic fluids.
Yeah.
Took off the backhoe.
We're ready for the storm.
Hooked everything up. Tested it out. Put more gear oil in the gearbox.
So we did a little bit of winter maintenance, you're saying, on the tractor.
Yeah, just get it set. Make sure everything's good. Check the oil, which was fine.
You put the chains on too.
Got the chains on.
Yeah. Ready for the big storm. So,
it's not bad putting chains on because you just push the bucket down and it lifts the whole front end off the ground. So
yeah.
And then you can spin the wheels around. So it's pretty good.
Yeah. Gearing up for winter weather, you can hear that squeaky snow as you're walking around, but Bryan's not slipping now.
No, I got some new kicks here.
From X-Petty. These are cute.
X-Petty,
These are the winter mocks. So
yeah, so they're really warm.
Yeah.
Easy to put on. Got a nice little pull handle here, flexible. Boom.
Yeah, and flexible around the ankle, I see.
Yep.
You can slide right in. It's a nice color, matches your pants.
It does. I've been wearing them to work, like in the car. Then I put my dress shoes on at work, but because it snowed the other day as well.
Yeah.
And so they're super warm. It's got thin-insulate liner on the top. And I've been outside for 2 hours, and my body was freezing, but my feet were toasty.
Good.
So it was good. So and then they're waterproof. And you can see a nice little waterproof area up there, and all in the back.
Yeah.
So
waterproof membrane, and then it looks like you've got some serious traction on the bottoms there.
They do. Yep.
So
anti-slip sole.
Yeah, rubber sole, keep you from slipping around. And you know, when we get small amounts of snow like this, you don't know where there's ice underneath.
Right.
You know,
exactly.
if we walk down the shed, let's do a test on the slope here, because the snow can pack, and you can, look like you're only walking on an inch of snow, but then you're slipping and sliding. So you need something with traction.
Yep. And there is some ice underneath this snow.
So you're doing all right.
That's good.
Yeah.
And they're snug. I'm not sliding around in them.
Okay.
Because you don't tie them, right? So
right.
A lot of times you get boots and things without ties, shoelaces, and then you're sliding around in them. That was my experience in the past. But they've got a footbed insert in these as well that kind of helps keep you in place.
Well, cool. I mean, they definitely look cool, and they look like they're pretty lightweight. They're not heavy and clunky.
They are not heavy and clunky, no.
X-Grip, that's the sole right there. So that's what's giving you the traction. They're lightweight. They're insulated, and I guess you can say they're stylish. Didn't you get a compliment at work?
I did. Actually, I had put them on ready to leave work, and one of the nurses said, "Hey, I like your shoes."
Yeah, right on.
So,
well, that's cool. It's nice to be functional and stylish. So thanks to X-Petty for sending those. And now Bryan's got a pair of shoes that you can
just slip on. It's so much easier.
Yeah.
Because I usually wear my sneakers to work and then switch out when I get there, because I'm not wearing dress shoes in the snow. So it's so easy just to throw them on.
Yeah, and with sneakers, they're not insulated. So you got cold feet. They're not waterproof because sneakers are designed to be aerated.
Yeah, mine are for running, so they're they're supposed to get ventilated. So
so they're extra cold. So it's a perfect little if it's not a foot of snow, you just need to get around from the house into the car.
A couple inches
into work.
You're doing great then.
So. Yeah. So we'll have a link in the video description for you guys if you want to check them out. X-Petty winter moccasins, or winter mocks as they call them. Bryan's modeling the olive color, but you can get them also in black as well. So nice little winter shoe.
These ones I'll have to take off. Hey.
Yep. Whoa, boom. That's it, 3 done.
So I want to take this post. Actually, I got to take 6 posts off so I can stain the backside and the underneath. I don't like water getting under there and soaking up. So take those off real quick. This one I need to move 1.5 inches to the right so that I can open that space up a little bit. Hopefully that'll give me enough space to slide in our panels. It might be a little tight. I might need to sand and grind a little bit off of the post to get that nice, make the fit good. These posts right here, I want to stain the whole back side of those. Plus I need to cut off about 4 inches on the top of each one, and then grind them smooth. Put a little bevel on the edges. I'm going to put a bevel on all of these as well. I'm going to grind those flat. So that's project for today. Hopefully I don't drop it. I suspect this is pretty heavy. I can't remember. Oh yeah. Ah! Well. That's not where I wanted it to go.
Okay, well, while Brian works outside in the cold, I'm working in my workshop in the heat. I've been a busy bee this year. Instead of making honeycomb jewelry, I've been working on taking all of our leftover lumber from our shed build and turning it into art projects. I prepare one side, and then in a process of hot wax paint, also called encaustic paint, I combine it with a lot of the botanicals. So there's a lot of dried wildflowers, and incorporate it into collage art, and they've been selling like hotcakes. So I've got one final market this weekend, and I'm also going to be listing things on our shop. So I'll leave a link in the video description if you guys want to check out some of the art. You'll be getting an authentic piece of Colorado and Colorado mountain living from our shed build. But I expect a lot of it's already sold since this video is coming out on Sunday. I've got one more day of the market today, and if you can see it online, then chances are you can probably still buy it. So working through the snow and staying cozy indoors, loving my new workbench here. Thanks to Brian for expanding my workspace so I have plenty of room to spread out. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. So this is the behind the scenes of how the paintings are made. So I use actually hot beeswax called encaustic resin and paint my board with it. And then I can go through with a heat gun and sort of melt things and smooth them out. But I have a lot of different colors in here, and they're in the crock pot. I'm using a white right now to put on the board to give it a little bit of a background. And then I add elements like handmade paper. I've actually been making paper myself with leftover mail and junk bills. And then I add that in with the wax as well. And now I'm adding dried flowers that I collected from the summer. So some of them are wildflowers from the woods. Some of them are wildflowers that I planted. But this has been a very popular design, and I'm trying to make as many as I can before I run out of flowers. Sometimes they need a little bit of help with the placement to make them pretty. And then I glue them back in using the beeswax medium, the encaustic medium. It can act like a glue. It can act like a preservative. It can act like a paint. So I go in, get everything the way I want it. And then when I like the placement of everything, I'll go through and do some colorizing. Now this is where I actually do use some oil paint. It looks like I'm completely ruining my painting, covering everything in black, but you'll see once I'm done here, I'm going to be removing the majority of it. I'm just using it for texture and for contrast, so it really makes the texture pop out. So after I remove the amount that I want, you can see the final result is a nice blend of colors and wildflowers that pop out at you. So again, check out the link, coloradomountainliving.net shop, and see what there's left if you want to take one home. Thanks, guys.